Family Leonardo, me Nasila did on multimedia, the CEO voice of Salon. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring on the latest news what they happen around Salon, whether it be politics or any other news them, what they happen or gossip, what they bring out to live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You want to touch the bell icon so that you don't miss any video we will try for bring out to now. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salon or also the on Instagram Voice of Salon. Please family, and don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Ibrahim. Today is November 18th, 2025. November 18, 2025. Another beautiful day, Salon people. I'm not take nothing for granted. You know, we're not owed anything that is dunya. I want to all this how come na so they go. It's tough, but it is what it is, Salon people. We go survive. I don't say they don't say Salon people are resilient. Salon people are very strong people. I say the politician, the language generally the politician they use. For let them feel good, let the people feel good. I say they're resilient. So they do anything for improve the living conditions of the people. They say, they don't use that life. They will not look bomb, look krube, look all this support. I mean, in 2025, you ask yourself the question, how we allow people for they even live that kind of a way? When you look down krube, you know, you look at this slum there. We for ask ourselves as human beings, as for to God and politicians, you know, and sadly some of the people, they're not human beings, they're like animals. Because how would they allow ourselves for able to sit down comfortably and accept that way of life for our people? 60 years after independence, 30 days, we get placed like a krube, we get bomb, we say people they go, not to say that place where like a landfill where organized and structured, the same bomb, people they live within that community there. Where the area they all for be classed as industrial zones. Where so tell the closest house, we go there near that place there for instance 5 miles away. Structured environments. We don't think about anything in there. In 2025, 30 days people that live in that krube, that support. 2025, you want to listen to this message, especially if you live that area today. They don't tell you to follow me, that you listen, we will talk. Not a place stand the way for day. Not a mortal man place stand the way for habitat. Something is fundamentally wrong. The politicians, they will for begin asking tough questions along people. Not for catch on and no more say you can't vote for me and this and that and all that nonsense. It's sad. I go and play Bob Marley now. For WUNA. Before I can talk with you, I really want to talk about. All right. You know, but anyways, I'll be one play Bob Marley now, but it looks like it's not instrumental. So that left this side. It's not instrumental, that flow now. But what I want to talk about, I see a video where we had the do. And there is a talk we come up from Guinea, one boss. We come up from Guinea. We pass through Liberia for come Sierra Leone. And this boss said they load them. Heavy one. You know how they load now them boss that are tongue. On top the roof, he full up ping. He high like a certain 5 inches. Me say 5 inches, Jesus Christ. It's a high like at least 3 or 4 feet. They load them, how they pack them. Then in the middle of the load, there is a honey swamp. You know, like bee swamp. Honey. where you get on it, where they can pack. They call them bee swarm, right? So they swamp. The only they swamp. Who they get that so? So I listened to Brother Arthur, I listened to Shagapia and the other guy, and tell me what the name there. Yeah, God. Aliyu and Baibure and Shagapia. Okay. So, they show this video where the Liberian border agents them, they try for they want to inspect the goods them. Because all of that waiting they happy, the drug, the bad players there between Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea now, the actors are there, So there is nothing where them beat and they put them on it and they under. The only way make them put it in for protect the for act as security guard, for the loot them. But this is the thing, and what I want for me clear, and I do a live about this yesterday. We brother them, especially Brother Arthur, make some very good points how back in the day, then Tamamboro and then, secret society, and they use Oni as a weapon against people, and in a superstitious manner. But I want to tell Sierra Leonean people today, there's a science behind, beehives. There is a science behind the whole thing. Nobody able for superstitiously control bees, use magic or juju for control Oni them. Not lie. You just have to understand the science behind them. And that is what I point out on the live what I do on my YouTube page and my Facebook. And I just want to elaborate on this more. But the fact is, the point I'm trying to make there is the extent to which these drug dealers don't go. And they are willing to go and they are ready to go just to get the drugs moving around that West African region or any side where they want to let go. This is the extent to which they're going. So they're not going to stop. And we get an administration that is sympathetic, that is aiding and abating the drug distribution, especially in Sierra Leone, because if we go back all the way to about 4 years ago, when this kush epidemic take rise, 4 to 5 years, at least around in 2019, 6 years, 9 ago, so that was it. Around in 2019, in this kush drugs business here begin. That's how we not remember Boleos, you say it. I think Boleos, the first time I get wind of around 2021. 2020, 2021. Boy, until that be that cocaine trade, so that they not be don't saturate it. But the kush epidemic, around 2019, people are begin faint para. From that 10 day, when this government should have taken action. Some people when I listen, China, they don't tolerate drugs business day. Singapore, they don't tolerate and they now death penalty. Bruh. So the yeri that nonsense day. They try them. Then drug dealer how they pass so around West Africa, they go away. They're not crazy trying for go to China with drugs. Unlike American citizen and they kill you. Now summary execution, they die. Singapore, zero tolerance for drugs. Then catch you there, you try for smuggle drugs. Now you be getting now, not so you get about. I know a case of a Nigerian boy, small bobo, so where they take advantage of. The bobo don't know, innocent pikin. They go put drugs there, they kill that bobo. Singapore, then they play. So I say this to her, for I understand, say, they get a responsibility. The government of the day get a responsibility. The women they put their foot down, and the effect of the nation they get. They like it, they lost their brother and sisters them over these drugs. Then they kill them. Then they are dying. This is a state orchestrated, a genocide. 90 happens in our country. That genocide 90 happens so. But then do so much to the point that the people they destroy themselves. But this genocide is wiping out a whole segment of a population. That is the definition itself of a genocide. Now, ethnic cleansing this in a way. They are cleansing, not so by type, but they are cleansing our brothers and sisters. So in some way, they are cleansing a youthful population. Wait for stand up tomorrow. That is the segments that is being affected. The young population, wait for build the economy. They are cleansing them. 90 episodes with these dogs. They clean them. They kill them. Kill them before they grow. Because if you don't begin old, done they 12 years. They don't begin to take drugs at the age of 12. Say 14, 15. Is already on drugs. Hey, boy. I see a video of school picking them. We don't get so food. They say they don't know how to so food them boss. If they check them picking and they so say inadvertently, so them picking and they take drugs, so they don't even know so they take drugs. So say they list them, then links them with drugs. They list something, they put the drugs there inside something where they consume. Now you see the so food they don't begin boss. And as soon as so they go begin, and mark una update them, una watch them picking and they, you don't take them, they say as soon as so and they get for turn other team for them, their foot rotting. This is how bad the society don't in Sierra Leone. Now the state, let nobody know lie pauna. The state, mother BO, even though it's illegally occupying office, mother BO administration, they are responsible for the proliferation of drugs in Sierra Leone, and every life that has been lost. Again, at the administration, every minister, every parastatal head, everybody where they support the regime, every one of them responsible for the death of our brothers and sisters in that country. So when I see that video yesterday, as funny as it may be, we didn't laugh about it, but this shows you to what extent then guys they are ready and willing for go just for destroy we young brother and sister them. They don't go to the point where they take Oni, broad daylight, then take Oni them. They just take the swarm. That's all it is. They take the honeycomb, they attach the Oni them, because the Oni them, once they get a queen, Oni them, they have a whole hierarchy and system of how they operate. Then get a queen. Every swarm gets a queen. And that queen then a pheromone. The chemical way they exude. Now that pheromone then, the other bees that they taste, the soldiers, everybody now. Now that pheromone then, they bring them come together. It's called a pheromone. It's kind of a chemical where they attract the bees there. So they all together in that swarm day. Not so difficult task for get rid of them bees. Then I see the soldier, the drug enforcement agents them. Then they struggle for remove the bees them. Africa. Then they take sling. Una sabi that sling. That thing there, I don't forget what they call it. Danger thing. Then I am bug one me cousin in eye. Then pick it out. They play with them fact. Then Robertine and that sling they. Now in the guy that they use for disperse the bees. It doesn't work that way. Now professional handling. That's all it takes. Somebody just need for don the bee suit, the bee protective suit. Get a box. All you need for do now for go under, wear in protective suit, get in box, hang underneath inside the bee they hang so. Push the guy inside that box, they lock the box. As long as the queen is there, the bees they all stay. And the way they know say the queen they inside the box, now wait and all the quiet, because that's how you shake them. You can hear a lot of rumbling sound. But once they don't go inside the box, ying. If the queen they inside it, we see them find out, say, okay, we queen they there, we na in pheromone, now they attack them. You know, they're all quiet and calm. Then you move them on it and they can't go some other side safe. You go put them in a safe place where they for day. Not to magic, not to witch. I want to salon people to understand. You just have to understand the science behind the bee, the structure. But the Liberian DEA agents, them, I guess they were taken aback. Nobody could think straight. Then they for offend somebody who sometimes know how to handle them bees, then they for let them get rid of those bees off of that boss day. So if they're smart now, if they're clever, the government should make sure say they get some bee protective clothing where anybody can do that work. Because as long as you wear the clothing and everybody else will not get the clothing, stay away. You go like the bee swamp, outside the bee they don't get at the boku on them. And then you draw them inside, you just move them into your box, you move them safely, carry and go outside. So not to magic, not to witch, let everybody don't tell us because they go pay heavy medicine man money. They say, they are on here, we say they are nobody they can search. Who's kind of stupidity that you don't make the guy is so obvious now because now the border agent they no say but what's man in the idea so we see Oni now they can put for actor soldier. They go pay bomba more money. We are simple task. They don't lie per day. Not they don't go pay $1,000 and say this and they carry this car go. No, you know more. Yes. Then go pay them $2,000 because then do work man and get money. And the fear that you will get for Sierra Leone. Because if they reach a point when I get for begin see dead body in that country, then get for begin go after themselves. The drug dealer then get for begin chase themselves. They get for begin kill themselves. They get for begin get territory fight. They get for begin get a gang fights. Because now this territory na me territory where they control me they sell other man one come overtake this me territory. When I get for begin see them kind of fighting then day get for happen inside Sierra Leone. It's only a matter of time. When I save the message there. Any side where drug they na so the society they collapse completely. Law and order not get for available. The police them, it is either them be the friends of the drug dealers or they become enemies and then they kill them. Especially in Africa. They don't get enough protection. Because they're able for look one insecurity guard. They get $120,000. They say take that man out for we. That is how bad it is. So I see a publication, where people they talk, but the IG currently as the IG of police, they say is, of course, if the law enforcement, if drugs permeate in our society, if drugs saturate, and proliferate and scatter in our society, it is because the drug enforcement agents there, or the law enforcement agents there, like the chief of police and all them people in the military, they are all part of the play. Otherwise, the system would not allow it to happen. I don't give you the China example, the Singapore example, even some other African countries there. And catch you drug business, they kill you. And that is how they are killing Sierra Leoneans like today. When they tie, some of them when they catch them, one of them, when they hear the story, then they kill them. Then they kill them. Now, both that's why they left. So you, me brother, you, me sister, especially Una, where they come up from the northern part of the country, the western area. Una not mix part this activity. Una stay away from this activity. Now, they get for use as collateral damage. Because they get for protect themselves. They be themselves. But Una they get for use as collateral damage. Now they get for use as the baits there. When they see them, they go harass people. Now they go catch the low-hanging fruits. They left the top guns, the big one, and the professional players, the millionaires of the drug trade. Then they touch them. Una they go touch. You are northerner, you are westerner. Stay away from that drug nonsense day. That is why we continue for push for the removal of Marabia, because they lost the elections. But Otsuma Kamara will win the election. Yeri, apparently today there's going to be a Zoom meeting where he's going to talk to us. But Otsuma Kamara will win the election. The man sit on Safo. He said that they take interviews internationally. We say, okay, not lead protests, no problem, fine. But take interviews internationally. Talk to Voice of America. Call BBC. Tell them they know what's in there happen. Talk to the world. Go organize town hall meetings across the country. And for Peter Conte go ease the fight. What did they do? They say the boy not for ask for result. They say, hey, when the man they call meeting now for let people in goodie. People not they show up. Because they go tell the people for say how the fete not done, how for Peter Conte they reverse the fete. How then they don't decide for hand over power. Then nobody not for ask for result. Then discourage the community, discourage the people and listen. I don't say I be need for continue for do messages, but no, let the people learn for begin make decision on their own. If people understand, say, but if this man don't come to America, can't join me on this fete now, so it's not ask for result. Okay, if you not say that they want to fine. Una de power to depend. We, this man say they ask for the result, so they join her. Una discourage the people, suffer the people, and take the people that suffer. But this drug epidemic that we country, una see the extent to which these drug dealers are going. So the point where blatantly they use Oni, like say the Oni they get supernatural power. Oni not get supernatural power. Not people going inside Oni for you supernatural power. You just have to understand the science of the Onis. That's all it is. Waiting they attack them. Get a honeycomb. You put a honeycomb there, so you bring, as long as you get a queen, where they come and can begin that nest that honeycomb day. All the other Oni that they come. That's how you get a swamp of bees. A simple science. Nothing to it. But we see how the drug dealers, they go, to what extent did they go. They're not ready yet. They're not ready for settle. Matter of fact, they are getting bigger now. They're thinking of more ways how to for destroy our life there. They go for destroy our lives them. Una Sierra country, the imams them, the pastors them, civil society organizations. These drug dealers, so nobody know able for rise up and lead a massive protest that country against this drug epidemic. The drug dealer, the biggest one where the world, Netherlands want, inside the country, a gay relationship with the president, the illegal president in Gyal Pekin. Everybody, they sit down there, they sit down in that country, the imams, pastors, them, civil society organizations, them. Then they watch this tragedy unfold in front of our faces. And they watch this travesty, they unfold in front of our faces. Nobody could stand up to stop this mayhem and this catastrophe. These guys are making millions at the demise of our brothers and sisters. Then they go back to radio and TV and they make sharp mots back. When they watch them, you get members of parliament, them way illegal. We don't even get their own votes, them, how they represent with a parliament. They sit on that country day. You get mayors them, then sit on that country, then they watch this travesty, they unfold, this tragedy, they unfold in front of our eyes, destroying and decimating millions in the near future. Millions of young people in the near future. This is bound to wipe the population of Sierra Leone. Because again, like they say, that school picking them. Inadvertently, they might be taking drugs, you know, if you know, because they sell them drugs there with them juice. Then they mix a area guy in a lamrana in platform. They talk about say you don't subscribe. Then they mix them drugs there inside, they drink them, then go sell and get them picky and they say that juice. Innocent picky, we don't serve nothing. You go drink them. Now you get for deal with the after effect. Because the only way of people surviving now in Sierra Leone is through the drugs. That's through drugs. It's the only means of survival now. These guys are not thinking about any ways for open up opportunities. Drugs is where everybody want to go because everybody feels say lucrative. Not to me go left. Everybody now they go into the drug trade. And they become a national trade. And it's like the drug trade in Sierra Leone is becoming a national entity. Because everybody said they had the money day. Everybody said they had the money day. So all my want to eat for that money day. Nobody don't get moral values in Sierra Leone anymore. Sierra Leone is finished. I can't the kind of guy talk plenty there for raise the alarm. But Salon done. Any side where drugs reach, is scatter like is scatter so. When I feel in a Kalo place for get rid of that drug system, they get for take waiting. Now we gotta look when and go at the arrest Duterte, the former president of Philippines. Because I saw it try for get rid of drugs in Philippines. Because Philippines we don't bad off back on drugs business. Unfortunately, they say how we will kill the drug dealer them if they do them politically. Now being political opponents they go after. So now they're at the ICC. They arrest her for that. Because we decide for clean up Philippines. The Philippines be not heavy on drugs. You have to massacre these people. You have to massacre these people. And also only the young people, the small petite that they deal with. Then on later they deal with them. The top goons, you have to go after them. And everybody in Sierra Leone and the community them, they know who are the top drug dealer them. Every village, every town, they know who are the top drug dealer. Everybody know. You massacre these people. You don't play with them. So you got to take leadership. Leadership. We're not compromised. Leadership where you have nothing inside there. Leadership we care about in people and leadership we care about the country. This drug epidemic, it's a big fight. When I'm ready for the tough war, they get what they call turf. T-U-R-F, turf. This is my area, my turf. Not sell na not do business na. Get for the see disappearances them. You didn't know what happened. Somebody disappeared, and young, silent, quiet. They dip at the drug trade. They don't go step that somebody in tow. They don't go sell drugs to somebody in territory. Now that person they say get vengeance. Then drug dealer they get their action man them. They get a bad man where they take action. For chase you, we go sell that in turf. That's what's gonna happen. They get for begin kill them, chase themselves. Because the money get for them for do them. The one winner for fange people and 5,000 they go pay. Before I see that drug dealer able for pull $100, $200, I say go attack that person, they sell in my area. Now I need to stop my business. They unbug me money. Let's see how they talk and so. I don't say when I feel say that play. So I'm gonna take this make joke. But every citizen in Sierra Leone, you get a responsibility for putting an end to this. Civil society organizations, imams, pastors, when I don't fail we. I don't fail we. Every one of una, when I don't fail we. Journalists in that country don't even for do investigative journalism. Who not go protect them? The states cannot protect them because they will kill them. Because that drug dealer, I don't know why they can't know why son of Sierra Leone, anything will try for stop them. The only person way for stop them is the state. Now the state using the security apparatus. That is, if the security apparatus themselves have not become, mixed into the whole thing. Themselves it's that sweet money, and there's nothing like a free money. The way free money sweet. One drug dealer look one gunman no more make a party. Gunman they for let them get paid, let them get a one bag grace done. Nothing not they happen. A liquor want $2,000. It don't know. That gunman they don't become a drug aider and a better. He's a drug dealer now. Because the moment you sucked into the drug trade, you're a drug dealer in any way or fashion. You're a protector, you're a watcher, you distribute now, you're a drug dealer. So God knows what percentage of the percentage of the population within the security forces we don't get entangled into this drug dilemma. This is a big deal, guys. This is a big deal. Imams, pastors, when I get a responsibility at this time for step up and save on our communities them and save on our society. And when I no more get what you take. The civil society organization them, but core of them, of course, they're into politics now. But they failed us. Sierra Leone needs a savior. If anything is going to change in Sierra Leone, it needs a savior. Our country needs to be cleaned within the first 6 months where that person they take over. First 6 months. That 6 months about go over. They say at the worst case scenario, by 6 months, the arena again, silence everywhere. Anytime we get a smidge of drug activities, grass for the crowd. That I can lead that in the salon wants right now. Otherwise, then got to not spread them tentacles in that West Africa region. So we got to open up our eyes. Save your brothers and sisters. We're not safe when we're picking there. We're not school picking and safe, not safe. You feel say you safe. You feel say you picking safe. You know they take action. We're not the way to take carry each other the month. It's going to come to your door. So some people don't understand. Oni not get no magical power. Nobody for use Oni as witchcraft. You just have to understand the science behind bees. That's all it is. All right? It's sad. But at the left of the eye. All right?